Hey divers, what's going on? Another tank talk with Deadpool. What I'm talking about today is safety gear, first aid gear, and all of that stuff. Stand by. What's your adventure? Okay, divers, talking about first aid gear, safety gear, stuff like that. Spent a lot of time in the Special Forces as a Special Forces medic and as a dive medical technician as well. And diving a lot of really remote places where I was it. There was no doctors or nurses, and I was the only thing that our divers had, including myself. I had to take care of myself. So when I think about diving, I think of worst case scenario. You know, most people, when they're talking about their dive emergency plan, we'll hit 911, there'll be somebody that'll show up, will save the day. That's not always happens, especially if you're out 20, 30 miles out. Now all of a sudden you got a long transit. We have to sit there with what is now your patient trying to take care of. Let's go over some stuff I've got here. Some basics. I've got a first aid kit. I've got my O2 kit from Dan. Then I've got an AED. First thing I want to talk about is this, my first aid kit. If you look in here, what's the big A's and B's for? A, airway, face mask, face shield. B, bleeding. And I've got Celox, a hemostatic agent. You just pour in the wound, and then you bandage it all up. I've got other stuff in here. I've got tourniquets and band-aids and lots of stuff for little nicks and little boo-boos and possible little things that might happen. Let's come over here to this. My Dan Extended Range O2 kit. With it, I've got the MTV 100, which is a it's either demand type regulator, or I can press it and it works like a bag valve mask without carrying that big bulky thing. So it has one thing that does two duties instead of just one. In here, again, when there's an emergency, it'll happen where you are worried about, or you're not going to be able to think because you're going to be thinking with your worm brain, a lot of adrenaline. So I can yell to somebody, hand me the bleed bag. It's written in red and it says bleed. I can say, hand me the thing written in red, or hand me the breathe bag, which has my face mask, a face shield in there. You know, it says breathe. Got some gloves if I need it. Again, another bleed kit. Because unfortunately, sometimes when there's a problem with bleeding, it can get quite messy and extensive. So that's why I carry this stuff. I'm not saying nothing's going to happen, but I'm going to try and prevent it from happening as best as possible. And this is small and compact enough that I can put this on the boat very easily. And the last thing, AED. Simple. Even Deadpool can use it. Look, it's got pictures. It's got cartoons. It talks to you. Yeah, you might need special training to use it legally, but if you just simply follow what the computer says, you're going to save somebody's life. And don't be scared to do CPR if you have to. All right? Just remember, oh, stay alive, stay alive. Oh, stay alive. Okay, that's enough of that. I know. All right, so that's just a very quick down and dirty. If you guys have any questions about any of the gear I cover or I carry with me, because all this goes with me to the dive site. I let all the other divers know it's there. So if something happens and I'm not standing right there, I tell them, dig in, it's all yours, so they can use it. All right. What's your adventure?